Hey guys, it's Sydney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have some products to try out from Honest Beauty that were sent to me by Influenster. I have been a part of Influenster now since like the beginning of the year, so it's been about 6 or 7 months. This is the third box that they have sent me. They sent me 3 things. I have a primer, which is matte prep and prime. We have a mascara, extreme length mascara and lash primer, so it comes with a primer in the mascara, and then there is a crayon in the color, a lip crayon in the color Marsala. So I was going to try these on for you, but I was also just going to do a kind of general get ready with some of my other products because I haven't done any of this in a while, and I figure it'd be kind of fun to just get ready and chat about some makeup stuff. So here's the thing, I'm gonna try this primer out, but I have only ever tried one other primer in my entire life, and that is this e.l.f. primer. And it's one of, I think it's from their like Bare line or something. And I don't use a primer every single day. If I know that I'm gonna be outside for a significant portion of the day, I usually just wear sunscreen, and I don't really love to layer so many things on my face. So if I'm wearing sunscreen, I usually don't wear primer. I just kind of use sunscreen as my primer. So I'm gonna use this today, but maybe at some point I'm gonna have to do like just trying out, really trying to feel the difference between the two. So looking online, it looks like this primer is $21.99 on the Honest Beauty website. So I'm just gonna take that here, a little bit. What does that smell like? Almost smells like salad dressing or something, like honey and lemon. Taking a little bit just to kind of fill in some of my forehead crinkles. So it feels very different than the e.l.f. one. It doesn't have that same kind of silicone feeling. It actually feels more just kind of like a slightly sticky lotion. The smell is very subtle, but it's like a little bit like salad dressing. The foundation that I have been absolutely loving recently is the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. I started using it because Tati was raving about it, I'm not gonna lie. And I really like that it's really easy to just apply. I don't have to dole out any amount that I don't want to be using. I can just stick the sponge right into the cushion and then bring some on my face. But that's that. Really easy, really quick. I feel like it kind of evens out my tone just a touch without me really feeling like I've got a lot of stuff on my face, which I like. I have like crazy dark circles just really naturally. I can, maybe if I find the picture of me as a kid looking like I have black eyes, I've just had this forever. So I have been really appreciating color correctors under my eyes recently. I have the Maybelline Master Camo color corrector. I was using this at first, but I grabbed this as well. And the Master Camo is a lot darker, and I feel like it actually pairs with this concealer a little bit better because the concealer I feel is just a touch light for me, but the LA Girl Pro Conceal Color Corrector is much lighter, so combined with this 05 Light Natural concealer, I think it just is slightly too light on my face. But I do really like this color corrector better than the Master Camo, if only just because of the application process. So I'm thinking of going a shade darker in the concealer and continuing on with this. But for today, because I'm trying to use this up, I'm gonna use the Master Camo. But you'll see it actually is very, very dark. And I just take it really mostly up into this little crevice here and down there. I'm not bringing it all the way up into my eye, just in the sallowed out kind of bluish part. And really this is like just putting blood back into my face. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. contouring brush around my eyes. I've been playing around with different applicating processes under my eyes, And this I really like the best. I feel like it keeps really good coverage there, but really blends it out. When I use the beauty blender, it kind of sucks it up too much. And then just a little bit of there. And then I'm just gonna use the same brush, not cleaning it in between. And just buffing that in there. But I do find that this makes a really big difference in how my under eye looks. If I just do concealer, it turns kind of just like a pale blue. So I've set my under eye just a bit. I've put on some bronzer and blush and a little touch of highlight. The next thing that I want to try out for you is this Honest Beauty mascara. I really also don't wear mascara very often. I'm really much more like a kind of complexion person when it comes to like the makeup that I really love to put on. I didn't wear makeup for so long, and I feel like when I wear mascara and eyeliner, my face changes the way that it looks. So I never wear eyeliner and then only rarely wear mascara. So what I do is if I'm going to wear mascara, or if I'm like feeling a mascara day, which will be today because I want to try that out for you, I just do a really subtle eye. So what I've actually been doing is I'm going to take this baked highlighter from AOA, just kind of get my finger in there, and I'm patting that all over my eyelid. And just, it's like a little like press and pull. Oh, baby's crying. What's wrong, little? And that's gonna give just a little bit of gloss to my lid. And then I can really have an eyelash moment. So if I wanted this to be more intense, I could wet my brush or my finger or something and go in there, but it actually is really pretty. Ties in some of the gloss I have on my cheeks, and yeah, so that's kind of what I'm gonna stick with on my eyes. There's beeswax in it, so it's not vegan. Directions: brush primer on upper lashes evenly from root to tip. Wait 30 seconds before applying mascara to upper and lower lashes. Primer is on this side, the mascara is on this side. So let's try both out. I've never used a mascara primer before. So it's got an itty bitty brush for the primer. It says to put it on the upper lashes only. Let me get closer. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it's doing much, but all right, let's wait 30 seconds. I'll wait for that to kind of dry or do its thing, and I'll do my eyebrows. So this is something that Influenster sent me last box, the Kat Von D brow pomade that she just released. Now they sent this to us like 2 weeks before she decided to publish that she wasn't going to vaccinate her children and caused a whole ruckus. And I probably wasn't going to be a paying customer of hers anyway, but this brow pomade I'm pretty excited about. I'm just dipping it in once and really lightly going over kind of inside of it first, carrying it up into my arch. I'm gonna dip it one more time, really gently. Barely any product in there. So this brow is naturally much more arched. Brush this one up a touch and add just a touch more product on like the top of my brow there, just to kind of fake some more of that arch there. So that kind of evens them out just a touch. So because it's a pomade, it does have a little bit of hold to it, but my eyebrow hairs are like 3 inches long, so I go in with a little bit of Control Freak from NYX. Like my eyebrows look really crooked right now, but I feel like maybe they looked like that before. So both of the eyebrow products that I use and love, I've seen really negative reviews for on YouTube, which is just funny because that just kind of goes to show you that people really do have different preference is, and I have to kind of remember that when I'm seeing more negative reviews online. If you have it and you like it, that's totally okay. Okay, so it's definitely been 30 seconds now. I don't feel any different, but I'm gonna go and it's backwards. That's really confusing. This is a silicone brush. I feel like my lashes are clumping just a touch, but I feel like they do that with most mascaras. So I'm just gonna kind of, this is just a little spoolie. Has anyone ever been able to put mascara on without opening their mouth? No, it's never been done. I feel like there's like this one clump that's happening. Right? Like there's this one lash right here that's like really angry and long. I don't think more of this is gonna fix it. Well, kinda did. It's definitely doing a lot of defining. I don't hate it. I mean, I actually kind of like how dry it feels going on. Like I feel like some mascaras are very, very wet. Honestly, I'm gonna just see how this wears because I don't have very strong feelings about it one way or the other, which is exactly what I said about the primer. Actually, I'm thinking I actually do like the primer because I like it better than this stuff, the way it smells. So the last thing we're gonna do, that we're gonna play with, is this lip crayon, which I'm really nervous about because it looks like a very dark color. Here's the lip crayon. Here's what it looks like. Oh, it's very slippery. I'm scared to slip and like go over my line. Now, is it that slippery because I have lip balm on? I'm just gonna diffuse this out a little bit. Okay, so that's that. Definitely wanted to keep it simple because I knew this crayon is a little darker. I really like the way that this primer felt. I didn't see like a huge difference in that primer's look to my other primers, so that's something I'm gonna still have to just play around with. The mascara, I'm not totally mad at. I just don't really wear mascara very often, so I feel like I had to like mess around with it a little bit more than I would maybe hope to, but honestly I kind of mess around with all my mascaras like that, so I'm gonna just have to see if that like kind of flakes off a little bit during the day or not. The crayon, I'm okay with the consistency because I haven't really been into a super solid looking darker lip, or really just lip in general recently. I think I'm happy with this stuff. I'm happy to keep playing around with it. This was definitely just like little first impressions. Thank you to Influenster and Honest Beauty pairing together and for selecting me as one of the many to receive one of these Vox boxes. And if you have any questions about how to sign up for Influenster or how to get like picked to receive these boxes, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions that I'm able to. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you around in my next video. Bye-bye.